Hello, and welcome to my first ever unboxing stream with the Nintendo Switch 2. The cats are both on the sofa where I usually sit when I stream. Don't know if they'll stop by during stream, but maybe. But yeah, Switch 2 time. Babies are non-social at the moment, yeah. Apparently so. This is one side of the box, and this is the other side. Bunch of information here. Some more here. And some more at the bottom as well. I don't know why this sticker thingy is opened. It arrived that way. So I have not opened this. And inside is the same box again. Pretty much. Looks smaller than the first Switch box. Yeah, it is. It's like, it couldn't be smaller. And yeah, the backside's the same. I'm not entirely sure. This is very thin cardboard as well, so... But here's the actual main box then. And let's see. Flap. But yeah, it's definitely small, but it's heavy. So let's see what's inside here. Here it is. The Switch 2 itself. Which takes up the entire height of this box. Didn't get the receipt nailed to the screen like a lot of people in New York. Yeah, I saw that. I read about that. I don't know why they would do that. It seems like a bad idea, even if it wasn't for the console being right up against the box. I mean, I wouldn't want to have holes punched in my box anyway. Yeah, they did. I think it was a GameStop in New York City that decided to staple people's receipts like right here. So it went through the screen there. Because apparently they wanted to keep the receipts with the boxes for pre-orders. Yeah, it's stupid. But yes, this is the console itself. It's nice and shiny screen. Kickstand. Feels solid. Yes, big shiny. It definitely has weight to it. And the new Joy-Cons. The stand looks a lot more durable than the OG one, yeah. I think it is, but yeah, this... I haven't actually used the original Joy-Cons much since I'm primarily Pro Controller user, but yeah, I can tell it's bigger. And I have heard that these sticks were very, very smooth feeling, and yeah, I definitely feel that they're smooth. Very smooth. Feel good. Buttons bit bigger and they feel solid as well. And the other one, yeah, these buttons actually feel really good. I like them. I feel like this isn't really the best shape for a controller. It wasn't on the Switch 1, it's not on the Switch 2. It works, I get why they do it, but there's a reason I stick with the Pro Controller. And yeah, holding it like this is not the most comfortable. It's still on this one the stick's in the center and the buttons are far on the right, so I have to hold it crooked this way. This one, buttons are in the center, sticks on the left. I've told it crooked this way. But yeah, they do feel better than the Switch 1 Joy-Cons, definitely. They do feel heavier too, I think. And yeah, the SL and SR buttons are huge compared to those microscopic ones on the Switch 1. I think the Pro Controller and our GameCube is better. Well, I mean, the GameCube has the best controller ever made, so yeah. But I think the Switch 1 Pro Controller is a close second. Okay, let's test this part out. Magnets. How do they work? It's a pretty decent click when the magnet connects. Let's see. Yeah, these are stuck in there. These are not going anywhere. These magnets are strong. Yeah, I'm perfectly comfortable holding this by the Joy-Con and shaking it like this, so I feel completely safe doing this. That says something, doesn't it? And it's big. I have been playing on the Switch Lite a bit recently, which is a lot smaller than this. This is big and heavy compared to that. I haven't really played my Switch 1 in handheld mode. It's been in the dock the whole time. But yeah, these are not going anywhere. Here are the release thingies, which push this little stick thingy. I'm usually paranoid about consoles' durability. Yes. So that's saying something. That's definitely saying something. But yeah, they're pretty easy to take off when you push the pin out. I don't think I'm going to use this in handheld mode much. Both because I generally prefer docked, but also because this is pretty big and heavy. I think this would be tiring to hold for a very long time. But let's see what else is in the box. Nintendo Switch 2. Viktig informasjon, viktige opplysninger. How to use the console. In Finnish as well. And important information. I think this is the English and several other languages one. You think the OG GBA is tiring? Yeah, this is like several times the weight of a GBA. The random Norwegian, yeah. See here. Viktig informasjon. And here is an HDMI cable, which I know Nintendo has also shown off a 3D model of in their Nintendo Today app. And people were really disappointed about that being the thing they focused on doing. I don't know what else people were expecting, but yeah, HDMI cable. This will apparently not work properly with the cable that came with the Switch 1, so I have to swap that out because that cable can't handle the resolution. It's a lower standard, older standard of HDMI. And here is the Joy-Con. I don't know the names for these. I don't remember the names for these. But they go on here, and they have these nice slippery thingies here for when you use this as a mouse, because that's a thing you can do now. These are actually computer mice, well, Switch 2 mice with mouse sensors. Switch 1 is from 2017, of course the standard is better and bigger today. Yeah, and also the fact that this is a more modern, technologically speaking, console than Nintendo has ever done, I think. Because Nintendo has always been using older technology. But this seems to be using... Imagine if someone had hidden a jack in the box inside random Switch 2 boxes. I'm glad I didn't get one of those. They're just called straps, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, the release pin works on these as well. Yeah, it's a thingy. We can call it a thingy. Ah, that snap sound. Okay, now let's see what else is underneath here. This is pretty tightly packed. The grip. And there's a cat. Congratulations, you got cat. Pretty much the same. Snap into this one as well. You knew it, yeah. Yeah, it's not surprising that he decided to come and check things out while I was doing stuff, opening boxes. He likes that. Yeah, this feels a lot better than using the Switch 1 with the grip, the Switch 1 Joy-Cons with the grip. Buttons are better, size is better, sticks are better, yeah. Definitely improvement. USB-C power cable with the power adapter USB thing. And I think this is the last thing in here. The Switch 2 dock. This is big. Yeah, this is pretty big. Here's the USB power, HDMI, Ethernet cable. That's nice. And this backplate also has a hole for the cables to come out through here. And also 2 USBs here. I think I'm probably going to use those for the GameCube adapter. I'm guessing. That's what I'm using those for on the Switch 1. So then, how does this feel to put into the dock? That does feel pretty similar to the one. Looks better than the Switch 1 dock, yeah. Agreed. I like the rounded corners here. I'm wondering, does this have any power? Will it turn on if I try? Yay. Similar but chunky, yeah. Please read the important information document carefully before using the console. Nope, next. I don't think I'll be doing the setup now. But it's playing music. This actually sounds really good for such a small thing. It's pretty loud. Okay, I'm not setting up. I am not in the London time zone. Oslo. That's the correct time zone. Let's see, what's the date today? It's the 6th, isn't it? And it is now I was trying to see the clock. I was squinting the way. $29. I am not going to transfer data. Yes, I know about the various playstyles. That's the same as the Switch 1. Yes, I know how kickstand works. Try adjusting the stand now. No, I already did. Thank you. And yes, I've already tested this. It's not letting me proceed until I actually do it. And now I have to do the left one as well. You can play with the console connected to a TV. Want to connect it now? Later. You can use the accessories that came with the console to change how you hold the Joy-Con 2 controllers. I'll skip that. Can switch between playstyles. Choose your preferred playstyle for now, then continue. It's time to add a user. I will deal with signing in later, so I'll add a user without signing in. See, select an icon. Ganondorf. Nickname. Okay. Also something I'll deal with later. Nope, no parental controls. Ask. Now I can press the home button to open the home menu. And that's it. No, 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 don't chew on those. But yeah, that's technically the setup, even though I skipped most of it. For now, I'll deal with that later, do it properly. But yeah, this screen is pretty big as well. The frame around the screen is smaller, I think. No, don't chew on that either. Ask, you're a bully. But yeah, this is a huge screen, seriously. But for now, sleep mode. Ask. Ask, you're being a cat. You're being way too much of a cat right now. If I could have the table for just a little bit, please. Yes, I know you're cuddly kitty. Yeah, he's cat. Just yeah. Put this to the side for now. There, I think. And Ask-Use Cat, it's very effective. It is. But yeah, I want to look at some of the accessories I got as well. An extra pair of Joy-Cons, because could be useful maybe. Let's see if I can open this. Yes, I can. And here they are. Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con 2 because you have to have the number 2 twice. So I'm guessing for the next console it will be the 3 Nintendo Switch 3 Joy-Con 3. Is it heavy rain here too? It's been on and off. And the other strap and another one of those. One of them is English and I guess other languages because it's thicker. This one is thinner and starts in Swedish. Ask. You're making this difficult. Yes, you're making this very difficult. Yep, feels the same as the one that came with the console. So yeah, this is what you get if you get the extra Joy-Cons. And I also for the Joy-Cons got this, the charging grip. Since the grip that comes with the console doesn't have charging. Ask. I keep setting him down there. Translucent, yeah. Yeah, the non-charging one is solid black. And the charging one, if I can open this box. Is translucent. Black gray. I think the translucent part is more gray than black. And also, this is really strange, the charging grip has an extra feature in addition that the non-charging grip doesn't have. Extra buttons on the back. These are the GR and GL buttons, which are not on the Joy-Cons and not on the grip that comes with the console, but they are on the charging grip. For some reason, they're also on the Pro Controller. I don't know why they put this on here, but not on here. Yeah, I agree, that's weird. I don't know why they didn't put it in that one, if it's a possibility at all. And it also comes with a USB cable, A to C, this one. The extra buttons would confuse you, so I can have that. Well, yeah, they're assignable. They don't actually, I don't think they do anything by default, but they can be assigned to any other of the buttons, including the C button, I think, actually, maybe. At least I know it can be the capture button, the home button, A, B. Which has been a common feature on third-party controllers, but now it's on an actual first-party controller, which is cool. And also here is Ask again. Your fingers grip there, hence that confused me. Yeah, but I mean, you hold your fingers on top of buttons anyway, so doing the same on the back here, I don't think it's all that different. Already do the same with these fingers on these buttons, so, but yeah, the non-charging grip doesn't have those. Let's see what else is in here. That is the instruction thingies. Oppladningsgrep. Autistic preference. then there is the Pro Controller. Try to get this open. Okay, this one has an inner box. Pro Controller instructions. Yet another USB A to C cable. I'm guessing it's A to C because the back of the dock has two A ports. So it's probably intended to be used with that. And here's the controller. Osk said hi, yeah. How did they do this? How did they make the sticks this smooth? Seriously, how? This feels nothing like the sticks in the original Pro Controller. This does not feel like those in any way. They are solid and they are smooth. Listen to this. This is me mashing the sticks right up against the microphone. You hear how quiet that is? You want to feel, yeah? Next time you come here. The shape also feels a little bit different. I know they changed the shape a bit. I mean, I think they said something about making it more similar to a GameCube controller in shape of the grip parts at least. And yeah, I can feel that. Buttons feel... they feel decent, pretty much the same as the Switch 1 Pro Controller. D-pad feels better. Don't know if it is, but it definitely feels a little bit better than the Switch 1 D-pad, which is pretty horrible. And yeah, here are the back pedals as well. But I think all these buttons are actually quieter than I would have expected. But yeah, especially these sticks. They're so smooth. It's like when I'm rotating them against the edge, there is no friction, it feels like. Oh yeah, and also headphone output. Because apparently that's something people want in their controllers for some reason. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this instead of the Switch 1 Pro controllers. This feels better in every way. The sticks feel weird though. Like they're too smooth, almost. But yeah, they're definitely solid feeling. Good resistance. But no friction. It's like a lot of resistance but no friction, if that makes sense. And of course, C button for game chat. I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the very light gray back panel on it. That's the one choice I'm kind of about. I think it would have looked nice if it was just the same black all over. But it's also solid color. It's not translucent like the One Pro controller is. But it's also really smooth. Yeah, back panel sticks out in a bad way. Yeah, it's... I'm a bit curious why they chose to do it like that. I think it looks weird, but yeah, it's not as grippy of a texture on the grip parts as the Switch one. But the whole texture feels... It's a really nice matte texture. All over. But yeah, definitely looking forward to using this in the future. And then there is this one final thing, the okay, why did they do it that way? The text here is this way. Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case and screen protector, but then the picture of it is this way. So when you're holding it sideways, it's one of them is upside down, either the picture or the text. And also the logo is this way. I don't know if it's a printing error. Maybe it is. Or maybe it's just Nintendo being really, really weird. Or Nintendo trolling, yeah. Could be. So let's have a look at this official Nintendo carrying case. With instructions for bæreveske og skjermbeskytter. And here's the screen protector, I think. It's a pretty thin film thingy. Okay, the Switch 2 logo is barely visible here. I don't know if you can even see it on camera. I have to angle it correctly with the light. But yeah, with the light at the wrong angle, it's just completely invisible. And same with the Nintendo logo on the back. It just disappears when I angle it wrong. It's not a soft case, but it's also not all that hard. So I think this is room for game cards. In here's tiny little pockets for that, and then a bigger mesh pocket for... I'm not really sure what can fit in here. These, maybe? Wait, is it rails? Is that what they call them? Is that the official name? That just popped into my head right now. I think these might actually be called rails. I'm not sure. So, let's see how this fits. There is no... It's not shaped with contours for the back of the grip. Yeah, it's a soft shell case. And then like this, seems decently protected, I think. Yeah. of course Nintendo won't do something practical like a carrying handle or things like that, so it's just a case and these. I'm not supposed to carry it like this. Is this how you carry this? But yeah, that's it. That's the to Nintendo Switch, as the logo says. Right here. To Nintendo Switch. But yeah, I think that's it for this unboxing stream. I have a bunch of stuff to tidy up, cats to cuddle with. So, bye. So yeah, I think this is where I'll end stream. I hope it was fun for everyone. I definitely had fun unboxing stuff and trying to get Oscar out of the way, and also trying to get Oscar out of the way, and trying to get Oscar out of the way as well. Because he is cat. He is very, very cat. But yeah, thanks for watching. And hopefully see you all next stream.